Oh, hello, weary travelers. Come on in. It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour the ales over the stories, fables, and tales about the bards, battle axes, and bows taking out their ferocious foes. Just take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Previously on Carriage Rest Tales. Benson's recruits assisted the city of Black Bay Harbor in some community outreach projects, helping to prepare the city for the upcoming Festival of Lights. Our adventurers teamed up with their fellow recruits to build the stage for the festival's performances, and even Nomis had to chip in. Following a hard day's work and a brief rehearsal, the party went their separate ways. Vaso headed off to bed, exhausted, only to be met with more hardship. Woods, as always, left looking for a quick snack, crossing paths with some unexpected acquaintances along the way. Nomis stuck around for a little extra practice with Wallace, but was led astray by a familiar figure. How will the party react to their various adventures? How good will their festival performance be? How much food will Woods eat at this festival? Let's find out now on an all-new episode of Carriage Rest Tales.
How much would Woods eat if Wood could eat Wood?
I also like the word astray for the cat character. You are now a stray cat.
Yep.
All right, well,
Maybe that's Nomis's middle name.
Astray.
Nomis, Astray, Greytail.
Yes.
well, welcome to another episode of Carriage
His
Rest
alter
Tales.
ego.
I'm your host and one of the Dungeon Masters, Mike, and to my left we have the stray cat.
You were going to steal my line. I was totally going to say this is the Astrayed. Fine. Hey, everybody, this is Ryan. I will be playing the Astrayed Bard Nomis.
Hey everybody, this is Nick. I play Vaso, the half orc barbarian.
Hey guys, it's Sam, and I play Woods, and I'm starting to get this reputation that I like to snack, and I don't know where that's coming from.
Yes.
Yeah, no idea where that might be.
No
Not like
idea.
your character does it 3 times every episode.
And goes and buys snacks, and his friend, her
I might
friend
be
falls from
projecting
the
a little bit.
her friend falls from the sky, and she's just eating. That's fine.
Yeah.
To defend Woods, she did not know you're going to be falling from the sky.
I don't think Nomis did either, but you know.
She would have ate something lighter.
And this is your second Dungeon Master, John.
All right, so last time we finished up, you each had your own individual adventures. I am, before we begin, going to pass out an inspiration card, and it is going to Nicholas over there. I feel bad because Nicholas attempted to use one of his beads during the game, but ultimately was going to completely break a mechanic in my world, so I couldn't let him use it, and I felt bad about it, so I'm going to give him an inspiration.
Yay!
That's a fair consolation.
Since I really want
Yeah,
to
your
be able to
beads
use those
can't
beads.
break the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not cheat
I tried to
codes.
break it, guys. I tried
No,
to break
that's
it.
not- he told me that you used it. I was so proud of you.
And then I was like, but then I couldn't accept it.
So then I said, you should give him inspiration. So you're welcome.
Thank you. We are going to begin today's adventure with Nomis. You find yourself standing on the top of a rooftop holding a letter.
All right, so I am on the rooftop holding a letter. Is this after...
Right at the end of where we left off with you.
Yep,
Wow.
picking up right where we left off with you.
I can't remember if I read the letter.
You did read the letter?
Crap. I don't know what I said. Hold on, let me see if I wrote a note. Oh, yes. Okay. I remember now.
Okay. As you're looking around, you can see the top of the Harbinger statue kind of sticking up above the city skyline. So you know you're about 2 blocks or so away from the Academy of Light, those big walls around the Academy,
Okay.
just to give you some reference of where you are in the city.
Gotcha. I think Nomis would be standing up there on the roof for a decent amount of time, just contemplating everything that he saw.
How long is about a decent amount of time, do you think?
Well, what time of day is it?
It's night. It is dark.
Yeah, it was probably like 11 o'clock-ish, 11 or 12 o'clock.
I'd probably say, hour and a half. Like he's really stumped.
Okay, sounds good.
And then you head back to base.
Yes.
You get back to base uneventfully. It's pretty quiet when you get back. Nobody's really out. You get back to your room and roll a perception check for me.
All right. So D20, and I get to add 5. 18 plus 5, 23.
You open up your room and immediately you notice that your things are not as you left them. They have been rifled through, and you also notice a familiar scent in the air.
So you notice like your clothes are on the ground, bed's been turned over, all sorts of fun things.
Perfume is in like all day grace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Man,
Yeah.
this night can't get any worse for me. Can I investigate and see if I can determine if they took anything or what they might have been after?
Yep. Go ahead and roll. You can have an advantage on your investigation since it is, after all, your stuff.
All right. So we let me roll an investigation.
Correct.
Cool. I get to add 1. 7.
7.
I'm really like the perfume.
Yep. I'd say the perfume has
yeah,
kind of caught your scent, and you are pretty distracted by that. So you're picking up, putting stuff away, but you're just too distracted to really take an inventory.
Okay. Is Basso in the room?
He's presumably on the other side of the bathroom because you guys have kind of your own bedrooms that share the bathroom in between. One of the things you would have noticed with your perception roll was that the door to Vasso's room was slightly ajar.
All right. I want to bust into Basso's room.
Make a perception check.
What? Do I get advantage because it's my room?
I'll give you advantage.
Oh.
Noma's playing the game.
It's not because
16.
it's your room. It's because what you're going to notice should be fairly obvious.
What you roll?
16.
16.
Okay, yeah, Vasso's not there, and neither is his bed.
His nightstand is
How is
also,
that obvious?
his nightstand has also fallen over and is kind of laying where the bed should be.
All right. So recap. I went to my room. Stuff was rummaged through. Vasso's door was ajar. I bust in what should be something obvious, which is his bed's not there, but his nightstand is.
Well,
Yeah, no, the absence of the bed was the obvious thing, but if you
Okay.
rolled very badly, you weren't going to notice that the bed
Okay.
was gone.
All right. I'm in like full blown like panic. I'm looking for like signs of like a fight, blood, busted things.
you don't notice anything other than your room is rifled through and Vasso's nightstand has fallen over and his bed and Vasso are both missing. Like Vasso's not laying on the ground. I just want to emphasize that.
All right.
His gear and his clothes, though, are all still in the room.
Interesting. All right.
You can see the clothes that he was wearing earlier that day kind of piled up in the corner.
All right. Would Nomis have any idea where Benson resides?
Yeah, I mean, Benson lives in the barracks. I was trying to think of the word there.
A few floors above you. You know the hallway he's in and make a history check.
Man, so many rolls. Okay, I get to add plus
Well, I'm
one.
trying to see if you remember what his room number is.
14.
14.
It's
yeah,
room number
he's in
8.
room 308.
That was close. I knew the 8. All right. Running full steam to Benson's room, and I am pounding on the door. Benson! Benson!
Just a second. And you hear kind of a thump as presumably Benson is just getting out of bed. You hear a little bit of shuffling around. You hear a loud bang and son of a... hang on a second. All right. The door opens and Benson is there looking very groggy and kind of favoring one leg like he just stubbed his toe.
All right. And I'm just going to be like, Benson, the squid guys approached me again, and I went to my room, and it's all tousled about, and Vasso's not there, and his bed's gone, and Benson, I don't know what to do. And I'm like shaking.
All right, son. It's 3 in the
Son.
morning. I'm going to need you to repeat that again slower and just take a deep breath before you do. All right.
The squid guys approached me after my performance.
The
And
ones
rattle-
with the brand.
Yeah, those guys, they rattled me.
Okay, I'm with you now. All right.
They rattled me again. I went back up to my room. It was like someone like ruffled through it. I went to go next door to find Basso. He wasn't there, and his bed's gone, and I don't know what to do.
Well,
His
I
bed's
know
gone.
Vasso likes to go out late at night and watch. And I'm sorry, did you say his bed was gone?
His bed is gone.
Well, I somehow doubt that he has relocated his bed to the outside to sleep under the stars. So I think we need. Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
No, I literally just got to my room, noticed all my stuff has been sorted through, and it looks like a disaster in there, Benson.
All right. Sorry, I'm still waking up a little bit here, but I'm with you now, Nomis. I got you. All right.
Should we
where's
go check
Woods?
it out?
Do you know where she is?
No idea.
All right. All right. Let's get Woods up, and I'll get a couple of the night guards to start looking around the grounds for Vaso.
But all right. Do I need to go get Woods?
Yeah. Go wake her up.
All right. I guess reluctantly, I'm going to go wake Woods up. Woods.
Am I?
Woods.
You hear a knocking on your door.
Okay, it's 3 a.m.
It's now you've probably been home for about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. So I don't know if you would have been asleep by then or if you were to bed
No, I was probably
tossing
just
and turning.
meditating, trying to meditate, drinking some tea. So I'm gonna just answer the door. Hi.
And I'm not going to really like look at her. Someone's been in my room, and Basso's gone,
What?
and Benson wants you up in our room.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. What do you mean he's gone?
He's gone. I got back to my room, and he wasn't there.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So she's gonna run back in and just grab her bag.
I'm not waiting for her. I'm going back to my room.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm coming. Like, wait. No,
I'm-
miss.
Benson
back to my
is
room.
actually at your room when you get there, Nomis. And he says, "Did you go wake Woods up?"
Yeah, she's coming.
Good. I ran into a couple of the night guards on my way here and told them they're starting to search the grounds. When Woods gets here, I think the three of us need to split up and search. I'm sure you two know some of the places he likes to spend time.
I know he really likes your horse.
Mm-hmm.
His name's
what?
Frederick.
Oh my gosh. No, miss. Why didn't you wait for me?
I'm just. I don't know. I don't know.
What, Benson? What's going on?
I'm.
Nomis here informed me that Vaso seems to have gone missing, and I wouldn't be so concerned, except that it seems like his bed has also disappeared with him, and that seems mighty
What?
unusual.
His physical bed.
That's right.
She doesn't believe
Right
him,
over
so
there
she's
in the
gonna
next room. I saw it myself. It's just not there.
She's gonna walk into the bedroom and roll perception. I rolled a 5 and I have 9 perception.
Yeah, the bed's not there. The nightstand is also tipped over.
But, and she's gonna she's like shaking her head. Like, what? Who takes the bed?
I don't know, but it tells me that Vaso is not just out for a late night stroll.
No miss.
Listen,
Woods, you know where Vaso likes to spend time?
Well, I mean, he likes the horse, and he went. Didn't he go hunting once? Doesn't he like wolves or something like that? I don't know. Maybe he's in the forest.
Forest. All right. Woods, I think you might be best suited to go search the woods, see if you can find him there. I know the guards will be searching the grounds around here. Nomis, go and look around the stable, see if you can find him there. I'll check in on the roof. He might be up there sitting under the stars.
Okay.
Before Nomis goes, he's just gonna like pull out his lyre and just look out the window and just play for like a minute, just to like calm himself down, and then he'll go to the stable.
So when Nomis walks past me, she's gonna kind of grab his arm and be like, "Hey,
I jerk.
hey,
What are you doing?
we need we have to talk at some point. I got
Our friend's gone. I don't think this is the time to.
yeah, I know. I just when he's
My stuff's been rummaged through. I have a bad feeling, and
okay.
I need to get to the stable.
Okay. Well, when I'm just telling you that we need to talk at some point.
Okay.
Okay.
We go find our friend first.
She's gonna walk away.
So, Nomis, you head down toward the stables, and there's nothing around there. You actually run into one of the other night watchmen who is looking around for Vaso and has not found any sign of him yet. So you go back to your room, and again, Benson is there waiting for you. And he says, "Nomis, any luck at the stables?"
No, sir. And the other watchman was out there, and he didn't see anything either.
All right. I got a different job for you then. I want you to sit. Do you know if anything was taken? You said your things were rifled through.
I looked, and I couldn't tell if anything was actually taken. Everything seems to be accounted for.
All right. Well, do me a favor and double check.
All right.
Anything you can tell us about why they might have been here or where they might have taken Vaso? And any kind of hint that might be in these things.
Okay. I'm going to double check because I know I have my wooden dagger on me, and I'm going to see if like the music box is still there, the tapestry, clothes, weapons.
So now that you've calmed down a little bit, you do a full, thorough like inventory of your stuff, and everything is accounted for.
All right, Benson. Yeah, everything looks like it's here. And it looks like all of Vaso's stuff's in his room too. Like his axe, his clothes.
Well.
Like who would have access to our room?
I mean, members of the Order pretty much only. Anybody who lives in these barracks could have had access. And well, I like to think our security's tight, but it's not foolproof. I suppose the right, properly motivated individual could gain access.
And I'm not going to reveal yet who I think was here.
So we're going to switch gears over to Woods, who is checking out the woods. But more so, what is going through Woods' head right now as she's wandering around looking for Vaso? And how intently is she looking for Vaso?
She's absolutely intently looking for her friend.
Where are you?
Yeah. So she's got 1,000 things going through her head. She's been meditating the last couple of hours and just replaying everything that unfolded when she was with Damien and Dr. Vanessa. So kind of, again, just like replaying those things. And she's also really hung up on why Nomus is being so weird to her, because like she always touches him, right? Like she always like pats him on the head, scratches his ear, do this thing. And he's never reacted like that. So she's super hung up on that. So I guess talking this through, she's probably preoccupied with her thoughts, but she's out there searching, but I don't know if she's necessarily 100% of her attention looking for Vaso.
Poor Vaso.
The rest of the evening goes uneventful. You continue to do your random, let me check over here, let me check over here. You go from the woods and you go over to like the park system and you're like, is he over here? You guys don't find Vaso. So it's now starting to become morning. Like you see the sun starting to rise. Vaso is still in a disappearance at this point. And what do you guys do?
Is Benson around?
I would imagine.
Yes. The three of you have gathered together to eat some breakfast because you've been up since the early hours of the morning, and in absence of sleep, you'll settle for food.
I don't think at this point Nomus is ready to eat. He may have like a couple sips of like milk or something, but he's still he's still not himself. Like you can tell he's struggling internally with some things. Benson, do you think it'd be all right if I find Amelia and maybe we can do some flying around, do some like air search? It might help clear my head too.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea, Nomus.
Do you mind if I go do that now?
Yeah, go right ahead.
And I take off to find Amelia.
Okay.
But what is going on? Like, do you know what? And she's like staring at Benson. Like, what is happening with my friends? We can't find one, and the other one is being weird.
Well, his friend's missing, his squad mate, so that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, probably.
Listen, Woods, I've been thinking. Why do you suppose a bed would be missing along with Vaso?
I have no clue. I've been trying to wrap my head around that.
Can't figure it myself. Something was off last night, but I think getting woke up in the middle of the night, I couldn't quite wrap my head around what was so odd about that. You know, it set off enough red flags to tell me something was wrong. But
Have we? And like a light bulb just goes. But I need to go, and she's gonna walk away.
Okay.
We have no respect for Benson anymore. It's like, we're gonna go do this. Bye.
And she turns. She's, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boss. Something just came to my mind. I gotta go check on something. And she's gonna go to Damien.
Okay, sounds good.
So she's gonna go back to the laboratory thing that she was at before, and she wants to go find Damien.
Okay. You get to the warehouse laboratory area.
And I'm just going to like walk in and Damien, hey, Damien.
It takes you a while to find him, but then your calling out will register and he'll be like, oh, hello, Woods.
Did you take Vaso?
No.
Are you sure he's not like here? You didn't like find his...
Is there something I should know about Vaso? Does he have some special connection to the rifts as well that I need to know about?
No,
Be aware
no,
of?
he's just missing. And for some reason, I thought maybe that you found his shadow and you decided to take him and put him where you put that other person.
No, we haven't seen Vaso's shadow.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You haven't seen him at all?
No, I haven't. Vaso's really missing? He's not just at the brewery or the pub?
No, we've searched.
Okay, I mean, it is the festival. He might have got a little excited the night before and just didn't make it home yet.
Yeah, I don't know. That just doesn't seem like his personality. Okay. You sure he's not here?
Yes, yeah, I don't have Vaso here.
She's gonna roll, I guess, what is it, perception or insight?
Insight to see if he's lying.
Yeah. Oh, 1.
You are not sure.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Well, all right. Well, if you see him, will you let us know?
Certainly.
And then she's gonna turn and probably go do the same with Dr. Vanessa.
We're going to cut scenes to Nomis.
When I first see Amelia, I just like hug her.
Okay.
Like a very
Oh.
probably long,
Are you
probably uncomfortable hug, and
are
just
you okay, Nomis?
I don't know. I'm just glad to see you, and I consider you like one of my best friends here, and it's just nice to have a friendly
Well, we are teammates
face,
now.
and just I trust you, Amelia, above all else here. So
And I trust you as well. Thank you for letting me know.
yeah. So I'll explain that Basso is missing. His mattress is missing. I didn't know if we could fly around a little bit. And
Yeah, she would have already known. She would have been one of the people that would have been informed of somebody missing since she does aerial searches. Yeah, we can take the bird up again and maybe look around.
yeah, that'd be great. I think.
If you don't mind, I think I'll fly this time just so that we
No,
get
it's probably
good
good.
coverage.
Yeah, I'm a little distracted. So
Okay.
good call.
And you guys will take off, flying up and around, all around Black Bay Harbor, and you're not going to find Vaso. You do see a lot of people setting up for the festival. It is not today, but it kicks off tomorrow. So people are starting to get everything finalized. So the streets are busy, which makes it kind of harder to do like a aerial search for something that's really weird.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Being up in the air does calm you down a little bit, though.
I figured it would. Can we just stay up here for another like 20 minutes?
We can stay up as long as you want.
Cool. All right. And he's just like on the front, and he's just like taking deep breaths. He's thinking about the letter. He's got quite the conflict stirring up inside of him. So
Sounds good?
yep.
Woods, as you are leaving Damien's warehouse, you get about a block away, and around the corner, you make a dex save for me.
19.
Yeah, you are able to move out of the way as Benson comes barreling around a corner, and he says, "Woods, what are you doing here?"
What are you doing here?
I think I know where Vaso is.
Oh, okay. Where? Let's go.
Follow me.
Okay.
And he starts heading back toward Damien's warehouse.
Dang it. I knew I should have kept pushing.
So Benson goes through the doors of the warehouse and just starts calling out, Damien!
Oh, Benson, what can I do for you?
I need a phase round.
You need a phase round?
More than one, actually. I need 2.
Okay.
Wait,
here-
what?
He's going to give you just like a whole sleeve so you'll have, 5 or 6 on you.
Thank you. I think Vaso is in Dorma.
Wait,
Dorma?
what?
Why do you think he's in Dorma?
He hates Dorma.
Bed. Why? I was thinking about it. Why would the bed be gone?
What
Why?
bed are you
and if it even so, how would nobody notice somebody carting a bed out of the barracks?
What are you talking about, a bed?
I mean, that makes sense, but wait, no. Like, he hates Dorma because he closes the door. He can't. It like enrages him, so he couldn't go through it.
Well, I didn't say he would have necessarily been sent there voluntarily.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking if it would have been such a high visibility thing to get a mattress out, it must have left the barracks another way, and the only way I can figure that could happen is
through
with a rift.
Yeah, let's go. Should we get Nomis or?
Woods, I think you should stay here for this.
Oh no, I'm going.
No,
No, and she
really,
looks at. She's gonna look at Damien. Tell him I'm going.
I'm going to go with Benson on this one. If it's Dorma,
I've been there.
we probably, I'm aware you've been there, but
What do you mean you've been there?
this is an important mission that Benson needs to take on. He needs to move fast.
I can move fast. I can fill you in on the way. Open it up. Let's go. Just trust me.
I can't open anything.
I was looking at Benson when I said that.
We'll talk later. And he crushes a phase round then and there and is gone.
Can I grab onto him?
You can try to grab onto him, but he just evaporates through it before you can.
Do I see any phase rounds? Like,
No, you're not. And Damien's going to look at you and say, what is he talking about a bed? You just said Vasa was missing.
Yeah, his bed was missing also. His bed is gone. Like, his physical bed frame and hay mattress is also gone.
Why would they take the bed, though?
I don't.
He was framed.
Alas, the bard is needing a break, so I, your humble innkeeper, shall give a few announcements.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us, either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Great! It appears the bard is back and ready to continue his tale.
For Woods and Nomis, a couple of hours pass after Benson crushes that face round. And then basically what you see shooting out of the sky from Hillview, which is a district a couple districts away, you see a flare kind of shoot up in the sky. Nomis, since you're up in the air already with Amelia, you easily both kind of lock on that there was a flare sent up, but this isn't like a firework flare. It is a known flare for members of the order that need immediate attention. So as soon as that goes up, Amelia just hard lines straight over to the orientation of the flare.
Okay.
John, do you want to describe what Amelia and Nomis see as they are pulling up overhead?
Yeah, you see, at this point, Benson has already stepped back into the world, so you don't really see him stepping out of Dorma, but he is clearly returned because he is on the ground setting down a unconscious body of Vaso.
Amelia, get me down there, please.
She is able to get you down to a distance where you can kind of drop down on a rope, and you come up to see Benson is doing his best to provide first aid to Vaso, who looks to be in pretty rough shape. He looks like he is burned in a couple of places on his body. Other places kind of look scabbed over. He is kind of drained of color, and really, like, he does not look good to you. You see he's bleeding. You see multiple different cuts on his body, some bruising. Like, he looks like he's been through hell.
Benson, wait.
Nomis, is first aid on the way?
I'm going to dispatch to Amelia to go get... Or you want to get him on the ship and get him to Dr. Graves?
Yep. As you're saying that,
All right.
Amelia is lowering the emergency basket that you guys have successfully installed on the air elemental ships.
Is Benson's... Does he have healing spells, or is he...
No.
Is he... Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on my friend to
Okay.
try to stabilize him.
Go ahead and roll the hit points for that.
Sorry, I haven't casted it before, so I'm trying to make sure I...
Yep, makes sense.
All right, I'm going to cast it as a second level. So I get 2d8 plus 6.
Go ahead and roll that up.
3, 5, 11.
You cast your spell. You see the magic kind of leave and go into Vaso, and you see some of his wounds start to cauterize, and he's not bleeding as much, but he doesn't regain consciousness. Like, there's more to it than just his physical ailments.
Okay.
But you load him up on the air elemental ship, and Amelia flies it over to base. And before she even lands, Damien is at the landing pad. Oh, Vaso. Oh, we need to get him to my facility immediately. He needs to be treated. He looks Looks like he's got some of the disillusion.
Absolutely not.
Treated how?
And you see Dr. Graves very rapidly approaching from the opposite side of the landing zone for the ship.
I have the facility, Vanessa. I need to take care of him.
Damien, I outrank you when it comes to medical matters. Vaso will be under my care at my infirmary.
I agree with Vanessa. I don't know if I want you touching my friend.
I have the facility. We've treated shock troopers. He's got the same injuries.
And I'm going to look to Benson to see if he can help me carry Vaso over to Vanessa.
And Damien does know that he's outranked when it comes to medical emergencies because Dr. Graves is, the chief medical officer. So he doesn't put up, like trying to fight, but he is adamantly saying, like, I have the facility. We've been treating shock troopers, trying to go through that whole spiel. But
Dr. Graves is right, Damien. She does outrank you here. I'm going to bring Vaso here over to the infirmary.
Fair enough. If you need me, you know where to find me.
And I'm doing everything I can to help Dr. Vanessa heal.
Yeah, so as Benson is carrying Vaso to the infirmary, Dr. Graves is following alongside, doing some basic diagnostics on him, the best she can while they're both in motion. So she's checking his pulse and his breathing, and so far she looks, she's definitely acting with a sense of urgency, but she doesn't look alarmed yet. When you get to the infirmary, Benson sets Vaso down on a cot, and Dr. Vanessa gets to work. And she is just, again, doing more diagnostic things. She starts to gather a couple of salves and bandages. So she starts bandaging up some of the larger wounds that are left after your healing spell, Nomus. But after a while, she's got him kind of all bandaged up. And she says, I don't know how much more I can do for him. He's suffering from the dissolution. And we don't know what we can do about that yet. I think all we can do now is wait.
Woods, what were you doing during this time frame? Were you there for witnessing that? Or were you off someplace else?
No, I don't think I would be because I had already, I probably was back at the barracks or trying to find him, but I don't think I would be there for this.
Okay. Nomus, what are you doing after Dr. Graves kind of says?
I think I would pull Benson aside, and Nomus is very distraught, almost like crying, and
It's okay, Nomus.
No,
I
think this is all my fault. I think I know who did this.
What do you mean?
I told you I encountered do we have a name for these people?
We
Side
do not.
note.
Not yet.
Let's name him.
The Dark Eyes. I don't know.
Ooh, the dark eye.
I ran into one of the Dark Eyes, and I think they're somehow connected with my long-lost friend Grace. When I got back to my room, I could smell her scent in my room. So they might be behind it, but I don't know. But
can you think of any reason why someone would be searching through your things? I know you say nothing's missing, but what do you think they were looking for?
I mean, all I have is this dagger. Bella's mom gave me this tapestry. I have this music box. I don't know.
What was on you at the time of those things? What did you have on you that they wouldn't have found?
The dagger. All I had on me the night was the dagger. And I show it to him.
I suppose it was that or your liar.
Yeah, either of those two things. I have nothing else of value that I think's of value.
So why do you suppose these things are connected? Your friend, your long-lost friend. I know you said you smelled her, but why?
I mean, this is the third time since I've been here that I've smelt her, and I picked up on that scent in my room when I first got there. So I don't know if it's just coincidence or I don't know. I don't know what to make of all this.
Did you say there was more than one of the dark-eyed people?
Yeah, there was one that approached me after my rehearsal with Wallace, and then I ran into another one, of all places, in the prison.
There's one of these people in the prison now?
Yes. Well, as of last night, there was.
Nomus, I think you and I are about to take a trip to prison.
I had a feeling.
So Nomus and Benson are going to head off to the prison. By the time you get there, everybody that was on hold has been released. So your person with the brand on his hand is no longer in the prison. Now a couple hours have passed since Vasa's been discovered. Woods, you've heard it through the grapevine that Vasa has been found and he's in recovery, but not quite conscious. What are you planning on doing?
I'm probably going to go see him for sure. So is it Dr. Vanessa, right?
Correct.
And she's just going to kind of show up.
Woods, how are you holding up?
I don't know. There's a lot going on, Vanessa.
Indeed. I'm troubled by the events of the last 24 hours.
So is it true he was in Dorma?
It would appear so.
But she's just so confused. So when we were at the Riff in Cave Carmine, Vaso wouldn't go near it. Like he said, he was just enraged by the Rift. So I just feel like if he went through it, he probably has been in so much pain because just the mere sight of it.
Regardless of whatever emotional state, I mean, look at him. Did you see the burns?
That didn't happen.
The
to us.
dissolution. It was a rather advanced case.
So dissolution happens when you go there and then it tries to pull you back here, or when you're from there and you come here and it pulls you back.
Based on what you told me last night, it would seem that way, yes.
So how long was he there?
I mean, I'm acting with new information here, Woods. I don't know how much I can say for sure at this point.
You don't think that his shadow came and
No, I think this does seem to be I said it was advanced, but it is by all accounts an ordinary case of dissolution.
And she's gonna look at we're 100% sure that this is our Vaso.
I mean, as far as I can tell, yes.
She's going to go to Vaso and she wants to roll like perception.
I would say investigation if you're trying to determine if it's your Vaso.
And I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
So I rolled an 18 and then a 7. So we'll take the 18. And you said investigation?
Correct.
Where is investigation? All right. So 17. I have a -1.
Vaso, is there any type of like things like scars or anything that are on you that your party members would like immediately recognize that it's you?
Arrow wound to the butt.
That would be one.
Yeah.
The arrow wound to the
the two arrow wounds. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna check his like I guess his thigh.
Am I behind?
Your thigh and your butt. I'm gonna leave the butt alone. So she's probably gonna like kind of look up and check his like mid thigh to see if the arrow wound is there.
And you definitely notice that it's the exact same spot that you had shot him prior.
Okay.
As you're doing that, though, with your high investigation roll, you realize that the clothing that Vaso is wearing is a fabric that you have never seen before.
What does it look like?
Kind of like leather, but not quite. It's not quite as strong when you bend it. It's a little bit
Plasticky, like pleather.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a word that was not plasticky because Woods wouldn't know what plasticky means. Yeah. Plasticky is the right word.
Like shiny and okay. So she's gonna lift up and then she's gonna like kind of softly just like touch the like spot and she's gonna look at Vanessa and say like, "This is him, but what is he wearing?" And she's gonna like kind of Vanessa, what is this? And she's going to like feel this weird, shiny kind of material.
I'm not sure. I noticed that myself. To be honest, Woods, I don't know what to make of that.
Does it look, is the style of clothing the same? Just the fabric's different, or is it a completely different, like futuristic, weird type of?
It's not super different, but it is unusual.
Okay.
It doesn't look completely out of place, but it definitely is not something you would see on an average day.
Okay.
It very much looks like it looks like leather armor. It's padded in some places and you can see that it's actually seen some battle wear, but that is about all that you are able to figure out in your time observing Vaso. You sit with him for a bit and with Dr. Graves and you chat a little bit, but nothing else really significant comes about. So, fast forward to the following morning.
Sorry, Nomis.
I think Nomis, while he and Benson were together, I think he would have like a full breakdown and tell him everything that he saw. Like,
what do you mean saw? Like what?
Everything that happened in my episode.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And reveal to Benson, I'm really confused about what's going on here, what I thought we were doing here, who my friends are. I don't know what to think about any of this anymore.
I understand how difficult that must be for you, Nomis.
I trust you completely, Benson. I never I never question you. I know you're here for me. I consider you my mentor and friend. And
Well, then,
I have this.
let me offer you this, Nomus. If there's one thing that I trust, it's the Order, and that what we are doing is the right thing. I will look into what you told me about. I promise you that.
And you, Vincent, can tell that Nomus is very almost disheartened by what you just said. Like
I understand
he's still
why that must be frustrating to hear.
Yeah.
But it's a simple fact that I trust the Order with my life, and that's not, if anything, that's an understatement. Yeah. So
maybe one day I'll get there, but I don't think I'm there right now.
Okay, that's fair. I'll tell you what, Nomus, I will keep this between us for now.
Okay.
I will see what I can find out.
Like, I'm still here for you. I just want you to know what's going on with me. Like I said, I trust you completely.
I appreciate that, and I'll do the same for you. Just have faith if you can.
I'm working on it, Vincent.
Okay, now fast forward.
I just wanted. I thought that was a good chance.
No, it was
for
a
me
good
to do
scene.
that.
It was a good scene to add.
No, it makes sense.
But
All right.
now we are moving on to the next morning, and
I'll take it from here.
Nomus's bed is gone.
What is happening to my friends?
Vaso, you wake up in the infirmary, and at this point, you've been completely bandaged up. Your leg has been broken, and it's in a medieval boot, which is like 2 sticks wrapped up with some cloth. And most of your arms are wrapped up because of the burns and, disillusion that you had on them. And you have a bandage kind of covering a gash on your head. But you are awake, and Dr. Graves is excited to see that you're awake, but has information that Benson would like to see you in his quarters once you are ready and able to, leave.
Move around.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll like slowly get up. Like, can I? Do I get like crutches? And
Yeah, you'll get 2 sets of crutches, so you don't have to put weight on your foot.
okay.
Your arms are fine, so it's like, other than the burns, your arms are fine, so you can hold the crutches just fine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna, if I can, get a change of clothes so I can get this thing off.
Yeah, they would probably have some standard order.
Okay.
Like it is the infirmary, so I imagine they would have some standard fatigues and that type of stuff that you could put on.
Yep, and I'll bring that cloak or that whatever you call it, cloak.
Okay. Yes.
With me, because I'm sure Benson can want to know.
Yeah, I'm
what
sure
it is.
you'll get a backpack probably, so you can throw it over your shoulders as you walk out.
Okay.
When you walk out of the infirmary, you see that they're already kind of setting up for the festival. It is now the morning of the festival, and you see the High Commander already has kind of set up the ceremonial fire. So in our world, the Festival of Lights, they set up the ritual fire, the ceremonial fire, in front of the pillars, which are the statues in each of the capitals. In your guys' case, the capital is the god's city, so it's the statue of the Harbinger. The High Commander has already kind of got the ceremonial fire going, and you see that there are some citizens already there with their golden shards, placing them in the fire, kind of like a quiet celebration. And from world history that people that live a quiet life, the first half of the day is kind of devoted to them. So if they want to let their golden shards go in a peaceful, quiet atmosphere, that's their time. So it's really not like a vow of silence quiet, but it's quiet. Anything you want to do on your walk from the infirmary to Benson's chambers?
I'm assuming he might be a little bit hungry.
Okay, that's good.
We have a problem.
So he might grab like something small on the way,
All right,
just
sounds
kind
good.
of like a to-go type thing.
Yeah, they definitely.
You looking at like the festival food that's along the way?
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe some of those eggs that I normally get, the special eggs.
Special
Yep,
eggs.
I'd say Carmine.
Special eggs, cure your hangover,
Yeah,
cure your post-dorma adventure.
Yeah, right. To to help recover and stuff like that.
Right.
So
Well, you are sorry, Mike. You are browsing the festival carts that you pass by on your way through base because there's a few just right outside, and you find a stand that is not quite selling special eggs, but they are selling breakfast sandwiches.
I will take one of those.
Yep, and it's a pretty good breakfast sandwich. It's got you feeling nice and energized for the day. You're obviously not at 100%, but
Yeah.
you feel much better after you've eaten something.
Yep. Yeah, and I think after that, I'll make my way to Benson's quarters.
In fairness to Nomis, make a history check for me.
Who?
Vasa, make a history check.
So, 8 total.
You remember Benson's room's on the 3rd floor, but you don't remember what his room number is.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start knocking on doors. I guess 2.
All right, you definitely get it on the second try, but you accidentally knocked on the wrong door the first time.
Yeah, anybody answer the first one?
Sure, somebody answered. Who answered? Let's make an NPC.
It was Bailey, the leader of Squad B.
And I'll
She
be like,
says,
I'm sorry.
Hi, Vaso. Yeah, can I help you?
I'm sorry. I think I got the wrong door. Do you know where Benson's office is? Or quarters?
Yeah, he's his office.
Quarters. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
a little out of it.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I know. I heard you had a quite an adventure.
Yeah, an unexpected one.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. You know, I know I don't get a chance to talk to your squad much, but I'm here to support you just like Benson.
I appreciate that. And sorry for the interruption.
Oh, no worries at all. Benson's across the hall.
Okay. Thank you.
You go and knock on Benson's door, and Benson opens it, and he looks at you and says, Vaso, good to see you up and about.
Yeah. Good to be awake now. Awake again. Good to be back on this side.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Listen, have a seat. Can I get you a cup of tea?
Yeah. I'll take anything.
So
help.
Benson starts to fix you a cup of tea, and as he does, he is talking to you about. He's first just asking about your emotional state. You know, how you doing? How you holding up? What happened over there? And he's kind of sharing some of his own experiences going over there, coming back, and trying to reassure you. But you are not really listening to what he's saying because you've just noticed something in his room. Again, this is the first time you've actually been to Benson's room.
What have I noticed?
Sitting on Benson's kitchen table, as you were listening to him, you were just kind of observing and looking around his quarters, and you catch a picture of Benson and his sister Aurora and your father.
Benson?
Yes, Vaso?
How do you know my dad? And I point over to the picture.
I'm sorry, did you just say that man is your father?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Vaso, I'm your uncle. And he pulls you in for a big hug.
What?
Yeah,
is happening?
Vasto is just like he I mean, he hugs him. I mean, he's family. I don't know what to say.
I'm not sure either. So, what was... is it in the notes? What was your father's name, Vaso?
In Vasa's backstory, it's
right. It
something
was different.
different.
That's why I'm not remembering it. Is it Clyde?
Clyde is what...
That's the name that you gave him, but I think I just had, because I referenced him, I just kept referencing to him as dad.
Yep. But what is your father's name? We'll make it up now and we'll correct it in the backstory.
Kevin.
Someone please tell Kevin.
Yeah, well, Benson would know him as Clyde. He says, so Clyde is your father?
Yeah, but he, I mean, is that Clyde? Because his name, he's always said his name's Kevin.
Kevin, huh? Interesting name for him to pick in his retirement. I thought I haven't seen him in ages. So you realize that means that the woman in that picture, my sister, that was your mother.
Vasto is he is just shocked. Like he does not, like he doesn't have any words. He just, like he's emotional. Like he finally knows who his mom is. So he starts to, he's got tears in his eyes. Just
Is there anything else specific you want to say to Benson?
just tell me everything about her. Like I was gonna say what you
and Benson spend a while doing this morning is he tells you about your mom and you talk for quite a while. You tell him about your dad as you know him, and he tells you things that some of the things that you're quite surprised to hear. You know that your father's quite a pacifist, but you find out that he was a strong fighter and a soldier of the order. And he and your mother were in the order together. And your mother's death was actually what inspired Benson to join the Order of Light.
How did my mother succumb? How did she die?
It was at the perimeter. Look, Vaso, let's save that story for another day, okay?
Okay.
Listen, I wish that it weren't the day of the festival and that we could just spend all day reminiscing and catching up, but there's another person close to me that I have to see off today. And he gestures to the corner, a table by the door, and on top of it is a large golden shard in a glass case.
Is that very room?
Yeah, it is. The man who took in my sister and I when we were kids.
If you don't mind, I'd like to join you in seeing them off.
Absolutely. And the two of you gather your things. Benson takes Vyroon's shard, and you head out to begin exploring and enjoying the festival.
So Benson is going to be like one of the other types of the citizens, the ones that aren't as quiet, but he's going to want to bring his golden shard with him throughout the whole day, which is kind of a normal celebration during the Festival of Lights, as you bring the golden shard with you as you're doing basically all the things that person liked to do. So it's kind of like their last send off before you say goodbye to them at the ceremonial fire. So during the festival, Benson and Vaso are kind of walking around, enjoying everything the festival has to offer. People are very respectful towards Benson because he is the hero of Black Bay Harbor, so they all recognize him. And you guys just have a nice day together, walking around, learning a bunch about your mom and your dad and all that stuff.
Nomis and Woods, you are not with Benson and Vaso today. You missed them in the morning. You just didn't connect with them, but you are free to enjoy the festival on your own. Later in the day, you both have to be at the main stage for your performance. Nomis, you and Wallace will be performing. Woods, you are going to make another attempt to conjure a fog cloud. But until then, you have nowhere to be, so where are you?
Well, she's eating an apple. And
Just an apple? There's all these different festival food vendors and you're just eating an apple?
so she just like is walking out of the barracks with an apple in hand, munching on it before she goes and peruses what's going on.
Okay.
So she's obviously definitely going to grab some snacks, but she's going to try to find her friend Nomis because they haven't had a chance to connect, and she has all the stuff that she wants to tell him, and he's acting weird. So she's on the hunt for Nomis.
Okay. Nomis, are you going to make yourself available to Woods? Or are you going to try and avoid her?
I think Nomis right now is on like a rooftop garden.
Okay, yeah, you had a rooftop garden you used to like to go to.
Yeah, he's on the rooftop garden. I don't think he's being avoidant on purpose. I think he knows that he has to do this performance somehow. So I think he's trying to perk up, get into character, be that kind of showman that he needs to be. But he's struggling. So he's just trying to collect himself and get to that mental headspace to put on a good show.
Can I roll a history check?
Yep, that's what I was going to suggest.
I rolled a 10 and I'm negative. So 9. Do I remember?
I'm going to say you probably don't.
Yeah. Well, she's going to eat her apple.
Maybe you stop by Nomis's room, but he's not there. So, Nomis, are you going to hang out up there pretty much all day until it's time for you to perform?
Probably a couple hours before, because I know I have
Okay.
to meet up with Wallace. I need to round up the kids. There's a lot I need to do.
But basically, you're not going to leave until it's time to start preparing for your performance.
Yeah, like I said,
Okay.
Nomis is trying to get his,
Yep.
performance
I know.
performance hat on.
Yeah, so Woods, you do not have any luck finding Nomis this morning.
All right. Well, what is the most interesting thing I find to eat?
Well, you pretty soon, early in your day, you find Betsy's Beef Leather and other fine products, their remote location.
Hey, Betty, How are we doing, ladies?
Woods, nice to see you. Can I get you your regular?
Yeah, I will take a regular. Can I get it to go though? I'm looking for someone, so maybe I'll just snack on the road.
I'm sure we can get you something to go. Hey, meet my sister Betty. Or I'm sorry, Betsy. I'm Betty. Betsy, meet Wood. She's one of our better customers. She comes in and buys lots of beef leather.
We actually met in Indra, and she's gonna go give her a big hug. How is the foot doing?
Oh, it's better. It's recovering.
Oh, good. That makes me happy. I know you said you twisted it.
I am totally blanking on this.
Because I'm making it up.
Oh, I see.
As in probably.
That would explain. Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait, did this actually happen?
But I did meet her. Betsy ran Betty's beat leather from remote location in Findra. Y'all are going to have to keep up with my snacks, all right? You're going to need to have a snack
There's
down.
no way.
Okay. It's Betsy's Beef Leather and Other Fine Products. That is the storefront in Black Bay Harbor.
Correct.
The second location pop-up store for the festival here in Black Bay Harbor today is Betty's Beef Leather. And in Findra was a temporary pop-up.
Yeah, same thing. It was the second.
Which one was running, Betty or Betsy?
Betsy was running it.
Betsy was running.
Betsy. Okay. So we did meet Betsy before.
Correct.
Okay.
Sorry.
My bad. I thought we had not met Betsy to
It's
this
okay.
point.
It's okay.
Okay. All right.
We'll
Well,
just
it's nice to see you again.
It's good to see you. I will tell you, I've been craving that teriyaki beef.
Oh, well, we've got a special special festival blend of teriyaki here for you. Would you like a promotional gift bag? Only twice the price of our normal one.
Absolutely. I love promotional things.
Yep, so you
5
get
stars.
a special commemorative Festival of Light bag of teriyaki beef leather.
And I'm going to absolutely leave a 5-star review for my favorite beef leather place on Whelp.
Well, there's your 5
Well,
Well, thanks for the 5-star shaped coins here, Woods. I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to do with these, but
I don't know either, Betsy. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, man.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Thank you so much. This is so good. All right, she's gonna just take her stuff and actually, you know what? She's gonna grab some. It was like sea salted nut butter or something. There was something that Vaso bought the first time that they were in the store.
Yep.
He wanted to send it back to his dad, so she's gonna grab that same thing.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what it is either, but you'll be able to find it.
Yeah. She remembers the container. She wants to get that and pick it up for her friend Vaso because he's kind of been through a lot. And as a joke, she's going to get a salmon leather and hoping that will break the ice, whatever's going on between her and Nomis.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So you continue to browse the food vendors and you find things that are a little unusual, but nothing crazy rare or like anything you've never seen before until you get to a vendor who is selling a sort of flatbread that is topped with not your average pizza toppings, but it's actually topped with like you're not totally sure what it's topped with. It's not red like pizza sauce. It's a kind of thick consistency topping on top of this flatbread. And you see a little bit of meat sprinkled underneath, and there's cheese on it too.
What?
Yeah, it looks rather intriguing.
What's the name of this booth?
It is there's no name on it.
Oh, no name. She's gonna walk up to the counter. Hi.
Hi there.
I don't know what's happening here, but the smell is amazing. What are you doing?
Well, I call this a Giving of Thanks Day leftover flatbread.
I'm in.
Yeah, so what I did one year, it was after the Giving of Thanks Day. I'm from Findra, so we celebrate there with the
rainbow drop race.
Yep. So one year we had a lot of leftovers from the festival, and I decided, hey, these things, a lot of people in Findra, they put them on a sandwich and it's tasty. I decided, I'm going to take this one further and I'm going to bake the bread underneath the leftovers.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Yeah. And, do you want to try some?
I absolutely want to try some.
Yeah, so you take a bite, and there is like turkey and mashed vegetables and stuffing on top of a bread that is topped with a thick gravy, and it is very tasty.
Holy Mother Mary of Lucha. This is, and she's just going to like keep it. This is brilliant. The reds are they're not raspberries. What is this red stuff?
Those are cranberries.
That is amazing.
Side note for the room and for the listeners, I actually made a Thanksgiving leftover pizza a couple days ago, and
Yeah?
it was fantastic.
What did you like?
Highly recommend.
Did you make like gravy as the sauce? Like a
Well, we had leftover gravy, so we baked the pizza with mashed potatoes, stuffing, and turkey on top of it. We put
Sounds
cheese
really
on it
good.
like you do with pizza. We also put mac and cheese on part of the pizza.
Oh.
Not like with the rest of it. We just part of it was a leftover mac and cheese pizza, and then we did a gravy drizzle when we were done with the pizza. It was way better than I was expecting it to be.
sounds
Sounds good.
delicious.
As you're having this conversation with,
Roy.
you hear a couple of kids kind of running up behind you, and they're just like running past you. Like, oh, we got to get to the performance. We're going to be singing with Noma soon. It's so exciting.
Well, and she like kind of looks up at the sun, and says, "All right, well, Roy, this was amazing. Are you going to be here all week?
I will be here all week. Yes.
I'm looking forward to this tomorrow, but I believe there's a stage that I need to be on.
Great. Well, best of luck with your performance.
Thanks.
Break a leg, as they say in the theater.
Break a turkey leg," and she walks away.
So at this point, you're at this story where you're rounding up all the kids and all that stuff.
Okay.
So I guess we'll flash forward to
All
the
right, yeah.
performance.
Yeah, this is your
The children
time for
have been
your
rounded.
performance with the children.
All right. So before the last episode, I asked the dungeon masters if Ada can enchant my lyre. So the end of it's kind of like a microphone.
Yep.
So he can play it and kind of like bring it up and talk into it so people can hear him.
Yep. So it's just basically the tip of his lyre has an amplification spell on it, so he can project his voice out a little bit better.
I love that.
All right. So Nomis, he looks normal to you. Like he's showy. He's on stage. He's got his hat. He's smiling. He tips up his lyre and he's, "Hello, Black Bay Harbor. Welcome to the Festival of Light. How's everybody doing?
Woo!
Come on, you all can do better than that.
No, Miss
Let me hear you, Black Bay Harbor.
Yay!
All right. Well, my friend
Freebird.
Freebird, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me, Black Bay Harbor?
Of course, Nomas.
All right.
Yeah, Freebird. Yeah.
Thanks, John. All right, so Nomis is going to say, my buddy Wallace and I have been working on a song for you all, but first we have a treat for you. And he's going to say, Bella, round him up.
And Bella, you guys would recognize, is the little dwarf Aarakocra, and she's going to run around and gather up all the children, and they form kind of a half circle up on. Are they coming up on stage?
Oh, yeah, they're on stage.
Come up on stage, and Nomis, you're in the middle of them.
And I'm going to bend down and say, this is just like we practice. Like, no one else can hear me. Just have fun with it. You're going to be great. And I'm going to turn back to the crowd and say, we've been working on a song for a very special friend of mine, Benson. This one's for you. And then I'm going to start going, bump, 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 ba-dum, bump, bump. Benny and the Jets tune. They're going to sing, and then I'm going to get to a point where he's just going to point to a group of kids, like just randomly, and they're all going to go, Benny, Benny, and then they're all going to go, Benny is the best, and it's just going to go on for a while. I'm just going to keep pointing. They're going, Benny, 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 and then they're all like waving their tambourines and maracas, whatever they have, and they just have a good time.
I love
Perfect.
it.
As you finish up your performance with the children, you look out to the crowd and you are unable to locate Benson. Unfortunately, Benson and Basso are not in attendance at your performance. Not that you know that for sure at this point,
course.
but they got a bit distracted and carried away with the revelations of the day.
Okay.
But everybody in the crowd loves it because, again, Benson's known as the hero of Black Bay Harbor, so they all perfectly get your reference.
All right, and I'm going to say, let's hear it for Benson. Let's hear it for the kids of Black Bay Harbor. Give them a hand. Wow, such a lively
Freebird.
crowd. Freebird. All right, and I'm going to bend down like, y'all did great. Good job.
And
We'll
they're-
do this again soon.
And they're very excited and go running back excitedly to like tell their parents about this awesome thing they just did, even though the parents just watched them do it.
Did you see us? Did you see us? All right, and I'm going to look back at Wallace, and are you ready?
I
give
am
him-
ready, my friends. Count us in.
All right. So he's going to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Your performance begins with a wonderful drum solo from Wallace, who just immediately turns the energy up to 10 right away with this drum solo. Everybody starts feeling it, and people start like grooving in place if they're not all out dancing. Your lyrics are very focused on the Order of the Light, and you have come up with a hook for the chorus that is very easy for the crowd to pick up on and join in with, and you have almost full participation from the audience. Every person in the crowd dancing, everybody's mouths moving with that chorus that has infected everyone in the crowd. Woods, you are waiting backstage for your cue to let out the fog cloud, and you already feel your light beginning to swell, and you know that you are not going to have a problem producing this fog cloud at the end of the show. As the music kind of swells up and comes to Wallace's closing drum solo, the crowd is on their feet cheering. Woods, you set off the fog cloud, and it fills the entire square that has been cleared out for this performance. Nomis, as you hit your last note on your lyre, your pyrotechnics soar above the audience, illuminating the fog clouds that Woods has set off, and you just feel a weight off your chest. After the last few days, you feel very good, and everything comes to a screeching halt as the entire arena hears the sound of a large explosion from the direction of the Order. The explosion happens, and you can't see much in the concert venue because Woods' fog cloud is obscuring your sight. But Nomis, from on stage where you are, you can kind of see above the line of the fog cloud, and you see a rift begin to open in the sky above the Order. And this rift is larger than you have ever seen. It grows and grows and continues to grow until it is 50 feet across. As the fog cloud clears, you notice that the crowd is fleeing in panic, except for a few figures in tan robes that are making their way toward the front of the stage. Woods, you are still backstage at this point and cannot see much from where you are. Nomis, on stage, you are seeing all of these people in the tan robes who are headed directly for you on stage, and you are distracted by the crowd, and from behind you, you hear Wallace say, "Nomis!" And as you turn around, you see Wallace's face go slack as he falls to the ground and fades away into a golden shard. And standing behind him is Grace, who says, "Hello, Nomis. Nice to see you again."
And so the bard's tale has come to a close. Ah, what a splendid crowd you have been. We hope we'll see you again at Carriage Rest Inn.
Sam's giving me death eyes right now.
I see them.
Can't believe you killed Wallace.
Why do bands always
Break up.
dismantle when the drummer dies?
Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. This is the part of the podcast where you get to know us. So tonight's question, this should fall right around New Year's Eve, if not after. What's everyone's New Year's resolution?
I think Sam should go first.
Callie. Okay, so I have a lot of things on my plate. And one of them specifically, I'm starting a nonprofit. So for me, my New Year's resolution is to get that up and going, and have it just be successful. So partnering with our attorneys and CPA and getting a full-blown LLC and 501c created, and then partnering with all of the schools and other organizations that I want to partner with. So that is my New Year's resolution, is to give back. It's called Sam's Snacks, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, so mine, and I'm actually kind of already starting working. I've actually already started working on these. One of them is to pass an actuary exam and then get an actuary job.
Woohoo!
So that's for next year. I'm taking my test in January, so hopefully I'll pass that one, and then after that it's get an actuary job. So, and I'm also trying to lose some weight. So yeah, and I'm already doing that. So I'm just going to continue to do that.
I feel like we're starting that, like I was telling you guys earlier, December 5th. So we'll probably be on that bandwagon also come the new year. I was going to say, when Nick becomes an actuary, I will be the only person at the table physically that is not an actuary or has ever been one.
To be fair, I was never credentialed.
You were close enough.
And I won't be. I'll just be like an associate or like a analyst. So
Close
I won't
enough.
be an actual
Actuary.
actuary.
But you'll work your way there.
Yeah,
It takes a while.
it takes time.
It's okay, Sam. I'm not an actuary either.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Ryan,
Yes.
New Year's resolutions?
Oh, jeez. I think I'd want to start taking some sort of lessons,
Ooh.
like guitar lessons. I've been looking into that Krav Maga martial
Krav Maga?
arts. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
You never know when a patient's going to flip out on you. You need to, like, disarm them, pin them to the ground,
Put him to sleep
in
with
a
2
smooth
fingers.
way.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just some sort of like lesson. Like,
I love that.
now that I have a more consistent schedule as a nurse, I should start,
awesome.
doing something extracurricular.
Well, I've also been wanting to do like a self-defense class or something like that also. So maybe I'll just join you
There we go.
in Krav Maga. I don't know. But on a serious note, I might join you if you don't mind.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Mine is
You just
going-
did yours. You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
Join me
But the one I had before you
Oh, dang.
was I've been working on a board game for the last few years. It kind of got put on hold because of the pandemic, and I'm really hoping to finally finalize it in this coming year. So getting all the copyright stuff done, finding a manufacturer, and either selling it to a game company or putting it on our website to sell in-house. So more news on that, hopefully soonish.
It's a super fun game.
It was so fun. We played last night again.
And John?
Yeah, so my wife and I are trying to buy a house.
Woo!
I mean, I don't know if it's really a New Year's resolution so much as it is just a goal for the year. But yeah, we're trying to buy a house next year, just hoping that we can actually afford to do it. We're just in an incredibly expensive real estate market.
I love it. I'm really enjoying how positive and all fun all of these sound. Buying a house isn't necessarily fun, but once you get into the house, it's fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm getting the wrap up finger from Mike. So thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you have a question, there's something you'd love to know from us, hit us up on our website or on our social media. Thanks for hanging out.
Catch you next time.